Okay. Wait, do you have like a BU like thing? Like a pennant?
A pennant?
A pennant. Why the hell
I
do you
don't have a pennant.
2, 3.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, 2, 3. Hi guys!
Hey everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today Geneve, I can't sing. Today Geneve and I are going to be answering the questions you submitted for our college Q&A/advice thing. We are only freshmen first semester at Boston University, so we don't know everything just yet, but we are going to do our very best to try to answer all that we can and hopefully give any sort of helpful advice.
And this is a 2-part video, so we're gonna do half of the questions on Jacob's channel, and then half of them are on my channel. So,
I go like Jake on my channel. So like,
okay, can we just restart this?
No. I like it. It's more personal.
I'm gonna say this is a half thing, okay?
What?
And this is a 2-part video collaboration, so we're gonna do half of the questions on his channel, and then half of them will be in a video on my channel. So be sure to follow down below. I post videos about college and whatnot as well, so they're tons of fun.
And I filmed those videos for her, so they're pretty good.
Okay, so anyway.
Let's just go ahead and get started. This is a good first one to start with. What's your favorite part about BU? My favorite part about BU is definitely the college campus vibe within a larger city. It's not hard to find yourself downtown in just a couple minutes, but also there's like a close-knit community here on campus, which I really like. And I also just really appreciate how ambitious everybody is here. Like, it's not like, I haven't met a single person here that is like, I'm just gonna chill, do the minimum or anything. Everybody is like trying to do as much as they possibly can, and everybody wants to be involved, and there's something literally for every single person here. So it's a very inclusive and close-knit community. I think that's my favorite part.
My favorite part is like kind of with like the second part of your favorite part. I really like how everyone just does their own thing here on campus, and like no one really, you know, judges anyone, and like right when you meet someone, it's like there's so much more than their major and what college they're in, you know, they're their extracurriculars, what they where they come from, whether that be like their hometown or their ethnicity. And I think it's really cool to see how people really embrace that while they're here, because we do have like a really diverse campus, and I've met so many international students that come from so many different backgrounds, and I've learned a lot and expanded kind of like my global knowledge through that.
It definitely sounds like BU paid us to make this video now.
So I am Chinese, but I was born in the United States, so I wasn't like from China. But all growing up, because I was from like a very predominantly white state, I didn't really have the ability to grow up with people that were also Chinese American. And then when I got to BU, it was like totally different, because there were people that were from China, there were people that were born in China and came to the United States, or born in the United States and went to China, like, you know, all different types of people. And I've been able to kind of interact with them, whether like we speak the same language, so I still speak Cantonese, and like we get food together, and it's just like something that I wasn't able to really embrace when I was younger. But getting here, I've been able to do that, and like I appreciate it so much.
How much do you study a day?
It
really depends, honestly, like what you have coming up. Some weeks I'll just have generally lighter weeks. Some weeks I'll have projects and multiple exams in 1 week, and it's absolutely insane, and you want to bash your brains out. But in like a good way.
Yeah, I would definitely. Okay, so the one thing about like BU is that there's more than like one set of midterms. So it's kind of like it'll go in like a week where it's like really easygoing, and then a week where you're like studying, and then like a week of exams, and then like a week of back easygoing. So I would say it definitely depends on the week, but anywhere from like minimal would be like 2 hours. Wait, was it a week or a day?
A day.
Oh, a day. A day's probably like 45 minutes minimal, and then like max.
45 minutes?
I mean, I actually study. Yeah, is that like not a lot or too much? For like
that's
minimal?
Not a lot. Oh,
minimal. Like
I
said 45 minimal. Yeah,
wow,
so like 45
I was like,
minimal.
dang, you're really productive in those 45 minutes.
Yeah, like 45 minutes minimal, and then I would say like maximum like 4 hours. Like for like an exam. Like ethics, yeah. For sure.
Definitely, I've studied 8+ hours in a day.
Are you
before.
serious?
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, I've done like my Chinese writing over the weekend, which like that, for example, like it depends on like the class. Like that's, when you cram it like all into a weekend, that took like 8 hours for me. Too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It just depends. I think that's the answer we can give.
Yeah.
Does everyone party in college? No.
No.
I have a friend who never goes out. I think only went out once with us.
Yeah.
And kind of just got her fill of that scene and is like totally content with it now. And there's plenty of people like that. So I think if that's something you necessarily don't want to be a part of, like that sort of activity, I'll say, then that's totally fine. Nobody's gonna really judge you for that. Also, nobody really pays attention.
Yeah.
You think like everybody will notice, like, oh, you're not at this party, but it's not like everyone goes to like one party. It's like no one.
There's so many different parties like all around, and like there's so much to do on the weekends that isn't partying. Like the parties are there for you if you want to go, but no one judges you if you don't drink or if you don't party. Like everyone just kind of does their own thing, and like I think it's really awesome that it's really accepting.
Yeah, or people just go into the city on Friday nights. People just have movie nights. I've definitely done that a couple times. Like it's not.
There's always something to do like in the city. There's always Facebook events that people are like favoriting and like in different seasons.
Absolutely.
It starts with like Fenway and then like Halloween time and like the fall things, and then like now it's the holidays.
Are you working this semester while taking class?
I am not, just because my schedule is like there's like hour gaps between all my classes, so I literally end at like 5:30 every day, or pretty much close to that, so I'm not.
At beginning of freshman year, I don't think a lot of people do, just because
unless they do work study. Unless
work study. That's kind of nice though, because it's kind of integrated within the school. It's a little bit more easier to manage. But I think most people start applying for jobs once they feel like they've kind of got a handle on the coursework and the school load.
Yeah.
So I think both of us personally right now are not.
But
I
do
think,
have plans, though.
I think down the line, yeah, absolutely. Because your bank account dwindles real quick. I really want to transfer to BU. What would you recommend or advice?
First of all, I do know that a lot of students transfer to BU and they're very satisfied with their choice. So if you're thinking of doing that, like it's definitely a great option. There are advisors that specifically work with students who transfer into BU from other universities. So I would definitely recommend contacting the admissions office there, and they'll like get you in line. BU's is called customer service. Like the people that you email, like when you like go on the website and you like send the email, they're really good at directing you to who you need to speak with. So if you just like email admissions, they'll be like, oh, well, if you're a transfer student, like you should email this person. I'll like give you the email or like even forward you there. I would definitely say just really think about how like you can contribute to the BU campus, like when you write your essays, because that's really big here. It's really important that each student brings kind of their own situation and everything that they're interested in and their talents onto the campus and how they can get involved with everything.
Absolutely. I think there's a huge actually transfer student population here as well, and honestly all that I've heard, people have just said that it's been like a really easy transition, and it's also really easy to meet people. I think everybody's really open just to like welcome people. You can't really tell if somebody's like a new student or not, or a transfer student or just a freshman.
There's a few in our discussion for comm, and like they're super nice and like we're all friends.
And I didn't even know. It's just like it's really easy. Everybody's like really open. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more here. What do you normally eat, and is there a variety of food?
Yeah.
The veganism thing.
Veganism.
Definitely, if you're coming to college, probably a likely concern of yours is that there's not going to be enough food to necessarily meet your dietary restrictions or preferences. For me, I choose a vegan diet, and I've never had to like struggle to find food. BU is very accommodating to whatever people feel like they should eat or not eat.
There's a halal
There's
house.
like exclusively like kosher dining hall. There's dining hall within my residence hall, which is really, really nice and very convenient. And there's usually a lot of options. By now in the semester, things are starting to really repeat. Start to get a little sick of it. I don't usually even go just for quality of food. It's more of just like a great like meetup place with friends, like after class. Like every day, I'll get a text in some sort of group message being like, hey, we're doing lunch at noon. Like just because when we all know each other's schedules now, it's just like, okay, this is a good place to meet. Not for the food, but just to like have something in our stomachs and just to like meet and talk about our days. So it's a great space.
BU's campus also has like more than just dining halls, but they have the George Sherman Union and also different like underneath this residence hall there's like a Subway, like a Jamba, and like a Basho. Inside the George Sherman Union you can use your dining points. So like the meal plans here, you have dining swipes, which are like you go into the dining hall and you eat whatever, and that's like one swipe. And then you also have like dining points, which equates to like money for food. So that's like a really good toss up if you're really not feeling dining hall food. And then if you don't want to eat on the BU campus, like a hop and a skip away in Kenmore, or like over just like alongside there's like a noodle street, there's other.
Or in Fenway, there's a lot of really great restaurants that they'll encourage you to try to get out and try. All right, we're gonna do one more on this video. How early do you have class, or how early do you recommend scheduling having class?
I think that really depends on what you are planning on doing. So like if you have a job and you want to work after your school day, then definitely schedule your classes like 8 a.m. and then have them like back to back so you're ending at 1. Personally, I didn't think a lot about this when I registered at orientation. My earliest class is 9:30 on Tuesdays, and then I usually start at like 12:20 on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I end at 5:30 and I have an hour gap in between. So like that's not a very productive schedule because I don't have a lot of time to fit anything else in there. Next semester I am doing like 9 a.m.s or 8 a.m.s, and then I usually end at like 1 or 2. That like will free up my afternoon, whether it be for like a job or if I just want to get my work done before then.
I'm almost the exact same, or the exact opposite. I have classes 9 to 1 right now, almost every single day. I definitely do my best work in the morning. I'm more productive in the morning, so actually next semester I've decided to switch my classes later, about 12 to 3 or 12 to 5 every day, just so I can be a little bit more productive doing homework and such in the mornings. Yeah, it really just depends if you feel like you are more productive in the morning, if you think you'll be more productive during the day, if you can sleep in just a little bit. I'm definitely looking forward to getting a little bit more sleep next semester. I have a lot of gaps in my schedule this semester, and personally I wouldn't really recommend gaps in your schedule.
Yeah,
it's
overall, like regardless of whether or not you want early class or late classes, gaps in your schedule are just bad because all those gaps, like they should be like free hours after or before class and not just like in between classes.
Alright, so that concludes this part 1 of this video. Right now you should go ahead and open up that description, click on the link in there, and head on over to Geneve's channel, and we will continue all the questions. There's some really good ones coming up here, so you definitely do not want to miss that. Make sure you give this video a nice old thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have any other additional questions.
I'm like vibing.
We can definitely answer you for those in the comment section. And yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Geneve's video.
See ya!